Good day, planet Earth. Michael Litten, the last DJ, host of Ride the Vibe, saying what he wants to say and playing what he wants to play. That's my dear friend Peter Perkins on that intro music. Better late than never. Don't you all make it better late than never. You got to seize the day and do it now. And we are doing it now here from the Sandbox Studio South in an undisclosed location in North Fulton, somewhere north of Sandy Springs and south of Cumming. But we're not letting you know where it is. And super, super stoked to have on the show Karla Harris and Tyrone Jackson.
Yeah.
Welcome, y'all.
Thank you.
Great to be here.
Jazz vocalist Karla Harris is known for buttery vocals, dynamic delivery, and nuanced storytelling in song. A passionate educator, in addition to performing, Harris was named 2024 recipient of Atlanta Magazine's Woman Making a Mark. How cool is that? Award in recognition of her jazz outreach and education programs. We're going to talk about that. In April 2025, she was one of 29 individuals from across North America, y'all, named a jazz hero. How cool is that? By Jazz Journalists Association. In 2017, Harris joined the Jazz Studies Department at Kennesaw State University, right here in Atlanta, GA, as the artist in residence and initiated the Vocal Jazz Studio there. www.karlaharris.com is where you can find her. And unbelievable.
Thank you. Thanks for that wonderful introduction, Michael. It's good to see you again.
It's great seeing third time,
Yeah, third time.
Karla.
Yeah.
And Tyrone, first time for you and
First
welcome.
time here, and I'm already mesmerized by the environment that's here. So.
The Sandbox Studio South.
Yes, definitely. Man, I like you, man. I like your intro and everything. We need to take you everywhere with us on the road. Man, for sure.
Well, I'm going to let you do your own intro. But before we do that, for Karla's fans that are Legion but may not be familiar, since it's been a while since we've done Ride the Vibe, the way we roll the show, we like to say it's like an old-fashioned music listening party format.
Sure.
Back, in the day when we would put albums on the turntable and we had liner notes and such, we don't get that too much. But Karla's got a brand new album, Merge, out. This is her 5th album. And we're going to play songs, some selected songs from the album in their entirety, and then we're going to talk about the music. So digital liner notes. So that's pretty cool. And then we like to encourage listeners to sit back, Tyrone, comfortable environment, be out on a float now before summer ends, and get a beverage of their choice. And in the studio, we are featuring one of our favorites. That's Drink Made, the Sparkle Anything Drink Maker. So you take this little unit here, put whatever beverage you want in this little container, and carbonate it up. It has completely changed my life, got me off of sugar-sweetened beverages, and it's just fantastic. And Drink Made has been generous enough to give us a code, RTV, that would be Ride the Vibe 20. That's a promo code, and you can get 20% off your own unit.
Wonderful.
So
I'm
how
about
cool
to use
is
that bad boy when I get home.
I'm going to sample.
Nice.
Let's
Very
toast.
good.
Yes, toast
To
Merge.
Ride the Vibe. Oh, thank you.
I love it.
To your health, everybody.
Yes, cheers. I love it.
Refreshing.
That's all I drink now, really. Well, adult
Yes.
beverages too. Mixed with that, of course.
Right.
With it, yeah.
Tyrone,
Yeah, that's your
just,
chaser.
yeah, exactly. Give me a little bio on you. I know you're so well renowned.
Well, yeah, I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. Grew up there, and then one of the seminal moments in my life was when I studied with the great Ellis Marcellus, who is the father of Wynton, Branford, Jason, Delphio, all the Marcellus family. He's a patriarch.
Yeah.
He's an incredible piano player, and just to learn from him was incredible. And then eventually I got over here to Atlanta and made a name for myself here.
Yeah.
Joined the program at Kennesaw State University as well.
Okay.
And I've been there since 2012, I think.
Wow.
Maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But it's been a great ride. And, of course, having Karla join us to make up our jazz vocal program. We have 3 full-time faculty members and another host of other faculty members. So it's been a great ride. I write, compose, arrange, and stuff. And one of the greatest parts was joining my friend here as a co-producer for the album that we're very proud of.
Merge.
So, and I can't tell you how many sessions we had creating this wonderful album, but it was really, really a great work of art to be to be able to work with this great vocalist, educator, and just all around great person. So
I love it.
Yeah.
And so much to touch on there, but I want to talk about the fact that you all are having a CD release party
That's right.
of this new CD, you all. So you can pick up a copy if you're one of those to be part of the exclusive studio audience here at the Sandbox Studio South. And the only way you can do that is you go to www.sandboxstudiosouth.com, reach out to them. Tickets are really, really going rapidly, so you better do it quickly. But if you can't make it here to the Sandbox, you can live stream it. So it's on YouTube, Sandbox Studio South's YouTube channel, and you can see it live. But you guys are going to perform all songs off
Yes.
of Merge.
Yeah, plus maybe 2 bonus tunes.
Look at that. You're hearing it first here, you all. And that date, I'm remiss here, but it's Saturday, September 20th, 8 o'clock. Is that? I think I have that right.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's
and
right.
you're going to have 9-piece? Is that
8 pieces.
8
yeah,
pieces.
Yeah, including
horn? Some
3
horns?
horns.
3
yeah,
horns.
3 horns.
Yeah.
Wow.
3 horns.
So you don't want to miss that. So www.Sandbox Studio South, if you want to be part of the exclusive studio audience, you'll get the secret handshake on where this destination is, and you'll be vetted, of course.
Yes.
We're going to have to learn that. We're going to learn that
Yeah.
secret handshake before we can get that
We're not letting any riffraff in
Is
Is
here.
this complicated?
Well, no. That's you stand on head, full moon, drink mate.
I get my drink mate. I can come in.
Right.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Or you can live stream it, and you have to look at the YouTube channel, Sandbox Studio South's YouTube channel. So start a little bit with the collaboration, the education piece, the outreach, because you just won an award for that, or recently
Right.
won an award for that, and how you guys collaborate and what that looks like in the community, because that's so cool.
Yeah, so we do outreach programs for all of the age groups. Actually, even adult, because we do some things at the local branch libraries to extend and help share the legacy of jazz, because there are a lot of people who have a preconception of jazz music as being a little inaccessible to somebody who listens to, pop or country, or, it seems like it's some kind of complicated highbrow thing. And we like to talk about the history of jazz and how it really is at the root of all of the music that we listen to now. Everything came from the same roots of the same tree.
Your roots in New Orleans.
That's
In
right.
New
Big
Orleans.
foundation of
But
that.
you think about all the music that came from America, it's been exported across the world.
Yeah.
Like, they don't listen to American classical music. This is a viable genre, but Europeans want to hear jazz,
Yes,
bluegrass,
blues.
country, blues,
Yes.
all these different branches from the same tree, you know. So it is our cultural export to the world is jazz music and
love it.
and all the stuff that goes with it. You
That's
know?
right.
How
That's
do
right.
those outreaches, what do they look like? Do they come to you? You go out to the community, or both?
We go to them, and it's at various locations.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a mini jazz camp that could be a few hours long. We get a group of kids in the summertime that are part of maybe even an arts camp situation. And it's great because they get a lot of hands-on experience with not just, us making music, but then they get to come up and touch and experience the instruments and talk to the musicians and learn a little something about how a song that they know, like maybe something like "You Are My Sunshine," can be turned into all different kinds of feels using the principles that we use in jazz every time we make music. So that it can be that, or it can just be a 45-minute assembly at a middle school. We're going to be in South Carolina next week, and we have 3 middle school programs, 1 master class at University of South Carolina Aiken, and a mini performance at a festival, and then a concert.
Just you two, or is it more? Like
We have
just Trey
more.
Wright
Yeah.
go with you sometimes?
Yeah. Sometimes it's mainly our group, right? A quartet, whatever.
Right. It'll be a quartet next week.
But some of the best discoveries are seeing these kids get invited on the stage with us
Yes.
to perform, and their peers seeing them play.
I love
and it just boosts their self-confidence. But we never know what person we may encounter. The next Karla Harris you might see,
right.
or the next Tyrone Jackson, or the next Prince or the next Chuck Leavell might be in the audience.
That's right.
Out of
So you never know.
Any
That's right.
any success stories that stick out of people that you've done outreach to that maybe have ended up then at Kennesaw?
Oh, ended up at Kennesaw. Yeah, because we have definitely done high school outreach where students
so we have
do.
a lot of students that have come through because of our outreach. Yes.
Well, like Robert Boone,
Yes.
for example.
Well, Robert Boone Jr. and his brother Brandon Boone,
Yeah.
they're playing with the who's who. Like Robert Boone is a great drummer.
Yeah.
Came out of Kennesaw, and now he's the drummer for the Count Basie band.
Oh, no way.
But his brother is the bass player for the Susan Tedeschi Trucks band
Oh,
with
my
Derek Trucks
gosh.
and Susan Tedeschi.
Is the bass player?
He's a bass player on the road.
Whoa,
And
that's
so
a big
both of
deal,
them, I
too.
think.
And they were part of an outreach program.
Well,
you all did.
we went to their school in
Yeah.
Davidson,
Yeah.
Augusta. They were in
Yeah.
Augusta, and they came in. Was actually our first graduating class at Kennesaw.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Very cool.
Some of these, I mean, we're talking to sometimes 8-year-olds, and it's going to be a while before they
Yes,
get to
right,
college.
right.
I don't think I'll be there at that point.
Oh, come on now, Karla.
I don't
You
think so,
can't leave.
Michael.
We're not gonna let you leave.
But what's interesting, Michael, is that kid that we did an outreach to in Augusta is on her album now.
Oh, no
So
way.
Robert
That's
Boone
right,
is,
Robert
Jr.
Is on?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you're going to take over my job here, Tyrone.
I can't do that.
What a
man. I
nice
can't do
segue. Well, first, I got to go
Yes.
back, though. Where do they, how do they get in touch with you for the outreach? Your website, Karla? Or,
Yeah, they could
okay.
contact me through
www.karlaharris.com.
and it's Karla with a K.
Yes, of course, with a K. Thank you, Karla.
Yes.
To make sure, yes.
Yeah.
And then, so they can reach out to you that way.
That's right. And I can put them in touch with the person who will help coordinate that.
I love it.
Yeah.
So reach out, you all, because you never know what could happen.
That's right.
Better late than never, so don't wait.
It's a lot of fun.
I love it.
A lot of
That's
fun.
too cool. And well-deserved award. That was the Women Making a Mark Award.
Yeah, thank
Wow.
you. Yeah, we have some of the one of the outreaches that we did was featured in the documentary that they did last year, or it was released this year, early this year. Yeah, and we were at Callan-Wald's Fine Arts Camp
Oh, no way.
at Callan-Wald's Fine Arts Center, and there was a nice group of kids there who are there for part of their summer camp, and it's featured in the documentary. Some scenes from that. Yeah.
So the documentary is called
Karla Harris.
Karla Harris.
And you can find it on my website as well.
Yeah, look at that. So check that out, y'all. Want to make a slight correction. The last DJ screwed up a little bit. The documentary is just called Karla.
I screwed up, not the
Oh,
last
all right.
DJ.
Well, see,
I don't even know the name of my own documentary.
Karla with a K, yes.
Karla with a K.
Yes.
And you can find that at www.karlawithak harris.com. And also all the outreach information is
Yeah,
on
has
that
its own
website.
page on the website.
On the website.
Yeah.
So, and we have to give a special thanks to John Harris
Yes.
for helping us out with that.
Yes.
Yes.
And John is in the studio audience today, and he's behaving himself.
That's relative. With
That's
Well, oh,
behavior.
all right,
So,
well, there
we
you
don't-
That's right.
His behavior is a little bit different from everybody else's, but
I love it.
but we love him. He's great.
We do.
Well, I would love to talk about the Brownie Session certification.
We just had one today.
certification.
Can you show it? Can you show the certification?
yeah, I think
the
I
certification.
can. Is it-
It's on the inside, underneath
Yeah.
the CD.
Oh, underneath.
Yeah.
All right.
You can
Yeah.
pop that out of there. without-
Certified.
See,
stamp.
because everything's
It's a
so
fresh one.
digital, I have not even
That's a
seen
fresh
this.
one.
This is the first time I've seen this actual digital.
Get it, Michael.
Right.
It's kind of hard to see. It's so subtle.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
anyway,
it's
we're
hard
I guess
to
you
see.
just got to buy the CD.
Yeah,
right?
you have to buy the
and you
CD.
can buy that on September 20th at the CD release party here at the Sandbox Studio South.
Well, let me just say. So this is, if you remember the old like Good Housekeeping
Yes,
seals
yes,
or
of
whatever.
course.
So this is a seal that is reminiscent of that, and it says the Brownie Sessions certified all real humans all the time. And the story behind that is so end of the story before the beginning of the story. But we were in the studio and we were working on the record, and one of the downtimes we got to talking about AI use in the creation of music.
Yes.
And differing opinions.
Yeah.
But
Different with the musicians in the group, or
well,
I don't know if we necessarily had a conversation, but differing amongst music lovers and music people.
Right.
So
Just
yeah.
differing viewpoints. But I made the comment that in the future, perhaps we needed to have some kind of a seal or something on music
like
that
non-GMO.
that's right,
love
non-AI.
Right.
And then I got to thinking, and I had my designer make this seal for this one because we're totally organic in our
Well,
music.
can you tell them about the brownie sessions? Like,
Right.
what is that behind?
So-
that
Yes.
resonated with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Because I'm kind of, I'm going, this AI thing.
You're the
I
last
don't really
real
know
DJ,
anything about
bro.
it, but I don't really,
You're the last real DJ,
Yeah.
so yeah.
I don't want to be playing something that's
Right.
but how will you know? How, as a listener,
Right.
will I know that Karla Harris didn't use AI?
Right.
You won't.
Right.
Because you're going to certify it's real. But Joe
Brownie
Blow,
session.
musician, how are we going to know?
Right.
Just
Will
have
we?
to-
Well, we're going to make the brownie session certification like an industry standard. We're going to have the stamp made.
Love that. Now we're talking.
so
you
the-
hear that, Daniel Ilk?
We're going to be branded just
Mr.
like Drink Made
CEO
over here.
yeah.
We're gonna have that-
Mr. CEO of Spotify,
Yeah.
you got to reach out to Karla.
And if you're wondering why the brownie sessions,
Yes, yes.
so when we started working on this 6 months before we went into the studio,
Yeah.
I got the idea. I woke up one morning in early January of 2024 just knowing, I just woke up and knew I wanted to do this project. I knew what it was going to be titled. I knew the kinds of stuff I wanted on it and the concept. And the first thing I did was call Tyrone and said, this is what I'd like to do. Would you please work with me on it? Because Tyrone is a brilliant arranger. He's an endless font of ideas, endlessly creative, and he gets me. And we've worked together for so many years now that
just need to be reined in. That's why.
Karla does.
Yeah. No, she reins me
Oh,
in.
she reins
Yeah,
you in.
She
yeah.
has crazy ideas too, but
yes,
yeah.
right,
Yes.
right. But we work really well together, and so he would come over to the house like every 2 weeks, and to fuel the creativity, I made my homemade gluten-free
Gluten-free
brownies because he's gluten-free.
So this is a brownie certification,
Right. Yes.
gluten-free.
Right, exactly.
It's not just
GF.
any old.
Yes, right.
Certification.
It's special.
I love it.
Maybe that the brownie sessions became our kind of our nickname for.
I
So
love
now
it.
whenever we got to get together and
Right.
plan something, we're like, we need a brownie session.
Yes.
We just had one this
Just had
afternoon.
one this afternoon.
Now, will there be brownies at the CD release party?
We can't.
Not to put any pressure
That's
on.
a lot of pressure. She's going to be. I'm going to say no just
Yeah,
because.
okay, good, yeah.
Because
He
she will
knows
say
me.
yes.
And then it'll be too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then John is going to end up having to do all the work. So
What?
Good.
Wait a minute.
you'll make them, but we
Yeah.
got to have you in great voice and ready to
Yeah,
go.
that's true.
We don't want you concentrating.
All right,
on
so
that.
you're not going to get brownies on the 20th, but you can get this CD, and you're going
Right.
to buy it, y'all. This is what a CD release party is. So musicians,
Maybe if
need-
you buy a CD, maybe you'll get a slice of brownies. Maybe we can do it that way. You get a square.
no promises,
No
though,
promises. We'll
but
see.
maybe. I
Possible.
love it. We'll talk about the title track and the song Merge because that's so meaningful for you, Karla.
Yeah. So I knew I wanted to call the CD Merge early in the year when I had the idea because it really describes the concept. This is all the music that I grew up with. This is all the music that had an influence on me. Everything from the jazz standards to classic R&B to a little bit of, rock influence, little slight, soul, little hip hop influence in the blues. And it all works together on this because everything is wrapped around with the roots of jazz.
Yeah.
Everything is arranged with that infused through it, with jazz infused through it. I know there are some people who are into who do songwriting, and they have a very much a discipline where they write every day, no matter what, and it's just
The
the
morning
discipline.
pages kind of thing,
exactly.
Julian Cameron.
But
Yeah.
you're a
Exactly.
wordsmith, so you write down everything that hits you. Like you take
Yeah.
time for it. I don't necessarily take time for it,
Yeah.
but she does. So
And you write. It's
Yes.
not talking to the phone. You actually
Oh.
hold pen and paper.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not like Bob Dylan-esque. 30 verses and
Yeah, right. Oh, better.
I don't have anything
30 would
like
be a
that.
short song for him.
But I love the process of the wordplay. I like the storytelling. I like the kind of creating a visual scene with the
Yeah.
words. Thinking in terms of poetry, I dig that.
What
like
do you
I
tell
like
the
that.
kids? What advice do you give kids as it relates to songwriting process?
Why don't you start with that? Because I mean, I think it's different for everybody. But
Yeah, well, you want to definitely have the kids discover that process, but you don't have to be perfect on the first try. You want to just put stuff out there and then vet it, and then you just create something out of it. But we don't want to staunch creativity. So, and if anything, we said, well, use things as inspiration. What are you passionate about? Let's write about that. Let's talk about those things. So we really want to get them in the element thinking about being creative.
Right.
And using what they have. Some of the best stories are true stories. So
Absolutely.
A lot of times it'll be an assignment, and I will give them like a style.
Yeah.
Why don't you write a 12-bar blues tune, or here's a solo. Here's a very famous solo from this song. Write lyrics to that solo.
It's weird. You just did that in your lessons. She's a teacher as well, right?
Yeah.
And so one of the assignments on the spot, she said, let's create a blues on how you feel today coming back to school after you've been off for the whole summer semester. And invariably it went to parking.
How hard it is to
shortage of
park.
parking.
So imagine hearing the blues about the shortage of parking.
Yes,
shortage of
yes.
parking
So we
blues.
We called it the parking lot blues, and everybody
Sounds like a
everybody
Dylan.
came up.
It
Sounds like something
Dylan-esque.
Dylan would.
It
The
does,
Dylan-esque. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Dylan-esque.
I mean, Joni Mitchell wrote about a parking lot.
Yes, of course.
They paved
yeah.
paradise.
And they paved it, darn it all. And that wasn't
Anyway.
good for
Yeah.
our tree lovers like myself.
Right.
Wow, that's too cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you referenced a couple players on the album from
Yes.
Kennesaw. Flesh that out a little bit more with all, introduce all the players.
Right. Okay. So, the drummer that we were talking about, Robert Boone Jr.
Yeah.
He's on the record. So we had the 2 rhythm sections. So I'll just kind of describe each instrument.
yeah.
So there's Robert on drums, and then also Chris Burrows. And Chris Burrows is a tremendous first call drummer in the Atlanta area. Just an excellent player, and somebody I've worked with for several years. Just he and Tyrone go back
Yes.
decades.
Wow.
Yeah.
New Orleans cat?
No, he's actually from Chicago, Rockford area.
Yeah.
But I met Karla through him, coincidentally, on a gig that we did. So,
Yeah. So, and just to tell you that almost all of the people on the album are people that I know. They've worked with me live.
Yeah.
They are my friends as well as my colleagues, and they're the kind of people that I greet with a hug.
You give them brownies.
I would give them brownies. Yeah, they weren't at the brownie sessions, but
Right.
Yes.
but I would give them brownies.
Nice.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so then on the bass we have Kelly McCarty and Billy Thornton. And then on the horn section is Sam Skelton, who is the director of jazz studies at Kennesaw.
Yeah.
Justin Powell, who's a trumpet instructor at Kennesaw. Mace Hibbard, who does not work at Kennesaw,
Yeah.
but he's also an amazing player who tours with Lyle Lovett
Wow.
every year.
Yeah.
He's on
Yes.
tour with Lyle. And then we have on guitar, we have Trey Wright, who is the jazz guitar instructor at KSU. Chris Blackwell, who's a great blues rock player.
Yeah.
Doc Robinson.
No, Doc
Doc
Powell.
Powell. I'm sorry, Doc Powell. And Patrick Arthur.
Patrick
Arthur. Sorry.
Wow.
Yes. And then we have Frankie Quinones, who plays Latin percussion on one of the songs.
Yeah.
Did I forget anybody?
Oh,
Is that
and
everybody?
you played percussion on
Oh,
one of the
yes.
songs. And
That's
piano.
critical.
Do you want to divulge who's going to be here for the live CD release party on the 20th? The players?
Well, everybody except so Trey's taking over all of the guitar parts,
okay.
so there'll just be one guitarist, and
Yep.
then the trumpet player is different
Yes.
at live. Who is
John? I can't think of John's last name, but he's actually a great trumpet player that came out of Berkeley University. So he's here now.
And
so
he's related to
Berkeley
Frankie.
School of Music and
he's going to be
In Boston?
he's engaged to Frankie's daughter. So,
Right. Yeah.
The percussionist. Yeah.
so you'll
Yeah.
have 8 piece up here
Yes, 8 pieces.
at the Sandbox Studio South, y'all.
Yes.
www if you want to be part of the exclusive audience or the live stream at the YouTube channel, Sandbox Studio South.
Yeah.
And are we playing the album? Are we going to do it?
Yeah, let's play the album.
Should we do it?
We've got
What do you
select
think?
cuts.
Are you gonna? So let's do that. So Karla and Tyrone have picked 6 cuts that they are going to feature on Ride the Vibe, which is really super cool. And we're going to play those in their entirety, you all. But there are 13, is that right? 13 tracks?
13 tracks.
Total. So, and they're going to play all 13 plus perhaps...
We found out there's going to be a bonus.
There'll be a bonus.
Bonus track. And we're not going to divulge what that is, but you'll play all 13 tracks plus the bonus track on the 20th of September, Saturday. And they can buy the CD.
That's right.
Yes.
I love it. So let's play those 6 tracks, y'all, and then we're going to come back because this is an old-fashioned listening party format, and you're going to get a plethora of information that you wouldn't get anywhere else. So we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Many colors woven on a lifetime loom, all the shapes in the mosaic casting light into the room, all the lingered legacies from ancestors of different hues. City sights and country nights, we rode between the two, influenced by preference before I even knew. Songs reach from the radio, spanning every style, every groove. I was never just one thing, and in truth, neither are you. I reveled in it all, revel in it all, revel in it all. Neither are you. has come, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, yeah, won't you stand by me? Stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should crumble and fall, and the mountains should tumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. So, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, yeah, yeah, won't you stand by me? Stand by me. Stand by me. Dark, and the moon is the only light we see. No, I won't be afraid. I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, won't you stand by me? Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand love you for a lifetime. I love you beyond. And even when apart, we're connected as a song. Some roots run through surfaces, others vibrate in the deep, where trees tower across millennia. That is where we meet. Days go quickly, years fly by, and it's amazing, by the way, how I can look into your eyes, and the time there melts away. It's a gift that did not break or fray, a living, vibrant thing, breathing its expansiveness. It brings me to my knees, sweet land. And isn't there something about this day? Isn't there something about this place where questions have no answers, yet we live them just the same? Isn't there something about this day? Isn't there something about this place? Oh, isn't there something about this day? Isn't there something about this place where questions have no answers, yet we love them anyway? We're dancing with abandon now, no choreography. Here within a sweet land, living everything, 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 everything this sweet land can bring. you wonder where I've been. I search to find a love within. I came back to let you know, got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. I'm in a daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know I got a thing for you, and I can't let go. Some people go around the world for love, and they may never find what they dream of. What you won't do for love. You've tried everything, but you don't give up. In my world, let me do for love what I would not do. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. I'm in a daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know I got a thing for you, and I can't let go. And though I only want the best, it's true. I can't believe the things I do for you. What you won't do for love. You've tried everything, but you don't give up. In my world, you make me do for love what I would not do. Make me do for love. 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 You've tried everything, but y'all don't make it for love. You've tried everything, but y'all don't give up. Don't give up. From his sweet lips, the sugar is mine. You bet your life a sweet man like this will be hard to find. He lifts me up, makes me feel nice. He makes me think twice about paradise, like sugar and spice. Everything nice, he's sugar to me. Sweet sounds of joy in my ear. sounds so sweet. My heart skips a beat when sugar is near. He lifts me up. He makes me feel nice. Yeah. He makes me think twice about paradise, like sugar and spice and everything nice. He's sugar to me. Sweet sounds of joy in my ear when sugar is near. It sounds so sweet. My heart skips a beat when sugar is near. He lifts me. Me feel nice. He makes me think twice about paradise, like sugar and spice and everything nice. He's sugar to me. I'll come back for the honey and you. I will return, I'll come back for the honey and you. I will return, I'll come back for the honey and you. Sweet sugar, I'll come back for the honey. Sugar, sugar. Sugar, sugar. Sugar, sugar. Sugar, sugar. Sugar, sugar. I never understood why you love the blues. Never, never understood why you so love the blues. Because you're one of the happiest people that I ever knew. You wake up every morning cheerful as a lark. You're never melancholy. Your mood is rarely dark. Even your dog's tail is wagging. I ain't never heard that dog bark. This is the blues for all the happy people in the room. This is the blues for all the happy people in the room. Always there with a smile and a great big how do you do. You don't fuss about the weather. If it's raining, you don't mind. You call it a lovely day and have yourself a real good time. I tell you it's annoying, you just give me a wink. Tell you that I'm tired, you wanna dance by the kitchen sink. Well, this is the blues for all the happy people in the room. You're never dragging round, but it's a real rare day that keeps you feeling down. You pick yourself up, drink from a glass that's half full, whistle a bit and never quit and shoot straight for the moon. This is the blues for all the happy people in the room. Yeah, this is the blues for all the happy people in the room. Well, this is the blues for all the happy people up in the room. Always there with a smile and a great big how do you do.
You are back on Ride the Vibe. Michael Litten, the last DJ, host of the show, saying what he wants to say and playing what he wants to play. And in this case, the brilliant album Merge from Karla Harris, her 5th album, with Tyrone Jackson as a co-producer. And we are cheersing to this beautiful album that you just listened to 6 tracks of. Thank you guys for being here. And we're going to talk about all things related to this album. So let's start, Karla, with Merge, because there's a lot of significance for you, I know, with that track and the song.
Right. So that song is the lyrics to that song really describe. It's a very personal lyric, very biographical. It describes the different cultural influences and as well as musical influences in kind of an allegory kind of way with the words to the song. I grew up, I have a biracial background. Not only are the ethnicities, I'm a mix of ethnicities, but I'm also, my father grew up in rural Missouri. My mother grew up in the city of St. Louis. So I had relatives who were from the country and relatives who had an urban, lifestyle. And so I really came up with a lot of different varied influences, and the lyrics reflect that. And that is the concept of the album, all those different things coming together. And this song is really the last song that we ended up working on for the record.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that there would be a title track. I knew what the title would be, but I was never presupposing that there would be a title track.
Yeah.
So, but I one night, 3 weeks before we went into studio,
Yeah.
Michael, to
Yes.
record this thing. Just 3 weeks before, I just got hit with, I think we need a title track. I want a title track. And
Yeah.
then the lyric and the melody came to me, and I'm scribbling it down like a 10 at night, pulling a pen and paper from my nightstand, and then the next day,
Because that's your motto.
that's
pen
my
and paper.
pen
is
and
your
paper.
thing.
Yeah, I'm not a this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, now this one came with. I always get lyric with melody. Never have I gotten
Always
just
have?
a lyric. Never have I gotten just a lyric.
Wow.
And I don't get just a melody.
Yeah.
They always come together on the songs that I've done. So I did sing this one in because it was so late at night. I didn't want to
Yeah.
forget it.
Yeah.
And then I called Tyrone the next day. And
Get an
again,
extra brownie session.
listen, remember we've prepared 12 songs
Yeah.
over the 5 months or
Yeah.
so, 5 or 6 months, and then I call him 3 weeks before we're supposed to go in and record, a week before we're rehearsing the band
Oh my God.
for the
For a new
session,
song.
and said, we have another song we have to work on,
With-
Tyrone.
It's a different instrumentation because
Yeah.
alto
my
flute
God.
is on this one.
That's right.
That's yours.
That's
and the
right.
studio. Talk about the studio.
So we recorded this at Auburn University,
Yeah.
and it's a new studio just created there in the last year called Lucky Man Studio.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing facility. He has everything there.
Yeah. Trammell Starks.
Trammell Starks, yeah.
Used to be here in
He used to
ATL.
be in Alpharetta.
Yeah.
He had a studio in Alpharetta, and got an offer to teach at Auburn, teach recording
Was he
engineering.
teaching at Kennesaw? Was
No.
that- no.
He was not. No, he ran
No.
his own studio,
Mm-hmm.
but when he was afforded the opportunity to build a studio that he
Yeah.
wanted to build
Mm-hmm.
and teach commercial music and
Yeah.
recording, it was an offer he couldn't refuse. So.
Yeah,
Right.
one of those.
So
I
we
love
packed it up
So you
and
guys
moved
went down
down
there in 2 days.
We recorded the
days.
14 tracks, 13 tracks in 2 days, and
Was that by design? I mean, you wanted to keep it
Yes.
fresh, like
Yeah.
a live feel. No.
Yeah, it was. It had to be orchestrated because we had two different rhythm sections. So
Yeah.
one rhythm section was coming in on one day, and
Yes.
then next one. So you had to get everything done. It was
Yeah.
really, really scripted, but we didn't want to lose the nuances of the recording. And
Yes.
when you're dealing with a vocalist that may want to interpret a song a certain way, you have to figure out which song you're going to record first, and
Yeah.
that was up for grabs. I think we had a plan, but it could quickly change based on how you interpret a song as well. So,
I love it.
but it's still a daunting task. But we
Yeah.
we were up for it, and everybody played beautifully, so
Everybody
we were
played
able to track
beautifully.
everything. So
the
That's
energy
fantastic.
was really good.
yes.
It was just really positive and very creative, and
I love it. Big deal. You guys are on.
yeah,
Yes, we had
Three
like
tracks.
songs featured.
Three
Which
songs
three
on.
tracks?
almost like being in love.
Yeah.
Never will I marry,
Yeah.
and I'm still in love with you.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not
yeah.
songs that we played. So you want to hear those? You can go to SiriusXM. Carl and Tyrone make a little bit more money on SiriusXM
you.
than they do on Spotify.
That's right.
Probably a lot more.
A lot more.
Yeah. That's
Thank
right.
you, SiriusXM.
That's right.
And Daniel Elk, pick up the pace here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. So
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
And one of your influences, Nancy Wilson,
Right.
not to be confused with the Heart Nancy Wilson. You all talk about
Yeah.
how significant she was for you, Carla, growing
Well,
up.
when I grew up, when I was growing up, my parents had this big stack of albums in the living room by the turntable, and
Yeah.
and it was a very eclectic stack of records, all kinds of different style of music. But jazz was part of that, and Nancy Wilson. There was at least one Nancy Wilson in that. It's very vivid in my memory,
Yeah.
and I would listen to those
The
records.
one with Cannonball Adams?
No, actually, this was one called Something Wonderful, and it was after the Cannonball record.
Yeah.
But it was something I would listen to. I was one of those weird kids who, I would love to play, but I
Yes.
also love to sit and just transcribe the lyrics
Wow.
to the.
Pick up the needle.
I would
and
pick the needle
literally-
up and put it back down and try to match the groove and write it
Because
line by line.
no written out lyric liner notes in those albums.
Very rarely.
Yes,
Very
right,
rarely.
right.
Yeah. And so she's where I learned about jazz initially,
Yeah.
and the first standards that I ever learned came from listening to Nancy Wilson. So it was a big thrill then in 2010 when I got to see her
Yeah.
live in Seattle and meet her after one of her shows. And she was just as lovely as you would expect her to be. I got to tell her how influential she was, and she I reminded her of the Cannonball
Yeah.
album, and she said, "Oh, that was some good music."
Oh.
She was very sweet, and I got a picture and her autograph, and I
Oh my
fangirled. I
Oh
fangirled.
my
but-
gosh! And she was just as nice,
Just
or
as nice.
as you had hoped.
Which was one of those wonderful
Yeah.
things when you meet your hero, and they don't break your heart.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
And then Tyrone, you've referenced Chuck Leavell as one of your influences, Monster out of
Yes.
Macon. Well, now in Macon.
Yeah.
Tree man, he's a Georgia tree guy. I understand.
Man.
He's got a great documentary, Tree Man.
Yes, and
Very
he's
cool.
he's recorded all over the place,
Yes.
and definitely one of the influences
Yeah.
like Herbie Hancock.
Yeah.
And I was talking about Bruce Hornsby.
Yes.
He plays accordion as well and plays piano, but he has a very distinct style. And Joe Sample,
Crusaders, y'all.
Crusaders, yes.
All right, you got an album you want to get?
Well, the one with Street Life on it, but I like Soul Serenade. That's a good
Street
one.
Life is Randy
Yeah.
Crawford. On
Yeah.
They're one of my
And then
favorites.
Same.
Keep That Same Old Feeling.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Beautiful.
So, great influences. And
So
that's a
go
great
back,
record.
y'all, and if you haven't listened to some Crusaders, Joe Sample,
Yes.
etc., and then Nancy Wilson.
Yeah.
And then you also like the other Nancy Wilson.
I'm telling you, I'm a mix of influences, and so
Right.
Talk about her a little bit too. 'cause
Well, when I hit the teenage years,
Yeah.
I started listening to the rock and the
Yeah.
roll, and Heart was big, and
Yes.
I just idolized. I had every album. I knew the words to
Wow.
every song on every album. I was in rock bands in
Yeah.
high school
Yeah.
when we were doing Heart tunes, and just
lead singer. You were the lead singer.
yeah.
Love it. And Heart kind of
Yeah.
was a big repertoire for the bands.
It was one of the bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably did 3 or so songs by them, but I remember seeing them at a thing called the Mississippi River Festival outside of St. Louis.
Yeah.
It was the late 70s, and they were just in their prime,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really a fun time.
Yeah.
I did want to mention though.
Yes.
We didn't talk about where the brownies came from. The
Yes,
brownie thing
yes.
came from.
Because the last DJ got sidetracked. As I'm-
Okay.
Even a
I didn't wanna
blind nut
leave.
finds a squirrel.
You say that you talk about what you want to talk about.
Yes,
yeah,
that's right.
Thank you,
I know.
Tyrone.
Yeah.
You're going to take over my
Sorry.
gig here.
Forgive my Virgo-ness. My Virgo-ness was like, let
Yes, get it back.
let me just
I
dive
have to
back.
tell a little tale on Karla.
Go ahead.
So Karla's been on the show 3 times.
Oh,
Can I
no.
tell this tale?
I don't know. What are you going to tell?
So the
Tell
first time she's going to come on the show, she said, "Michael, do you have any questions? That you're going to ask?" Can I tell it?
Yes, oh, sure. Yeah. This
And I
is
said,
so
"Well,
cute.
it's kind of an organic conversation, but I do have some notes." She said, "Would you mind sending those to me?"
Wow.
So I sent them to her. Karla comes into the studio, and she had written down answers to every question.
Yes.
I didn't ask one of them.
Sure, she
Karla
loved
goes,
that.
"Oh, you." Not by design. It just so happened.
Yeah.
But brownie session. Talk about that, Karla.
That's funny. Now we just blah, blah. But
Yeah.
yeah, so the brownie sessions is a reference to when Tyrone would come over and we were working on these arrangements to fuel our creativity. I made my homemade gluten-free brownies because
In lieu
Tyrone
of
is
payment, that's
gluten-free.
what,
right.
what I got. It was
Which
worth
he
it,
readily,
though. It was worth
he
it.
readily accepted the
I did,
barter.
I did.
It was
They were really good.
It wasn't in lieu of payment. It was a bartering
It
situation.
was a bartering
I
situation.
love it. Oh my. Now, will there be brownies on the 20th? Probably too much. Too much to ask.
Well, she's the boss. I would say no. I'm just the MD.
So
What do I
don't.
know?
You can get the CD, but don't count on brownies. If you get brownies, that'll be a bonus.
A
Yeah.
limited number.
I'll let-
Limited
you have to
supply.
work for food. If you
Limited
sing,
supply.
Yeah,
if you sing
there you
along,
go.
then you can get
Oh,
your.
there we
and
go.
tip generously.
Yes.
Yeah.
And tip generously.
Come on, Michael. I like the way you think. brother.
I'm a marketing guy,
Thank you.
like John Harris,
right.
who came up with track snacks.
Track snacks. Nice.
And so some of the fodder for our conversation comes from John Harris's track snacks, which are kind of clever. Stand By Me, R&B, pop.
Yeah, the great Benny King
yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk about why you selected that and how you rearranged that a little bit.
That was a song that we actually had been doing live for a couple of years before we decided to do the record. And this is an arrangement done by Tyrone that he gave as an assignment, I
An
think,
assignment for a combo to rewrite
at school
a
at
song.
Kennesaw.
Yeah.
For your class or for this outreach?
for the class.
Class, okay.
So it's a combo class.
So did the students help with the arranging?
Not well. It was a lesson in how you can rearrange.
So you were
something.
demonstrating.
So I was demonstrating, and then I said, "What do you think about this?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I like that." And so it it was birthed out of that, and then when you heard it,
You performed. You had the
we
combo
had a combo
perform it.
concert perform
One
it.
of his students played, and one of my students sang, and I was in the audience listening, and I thought, "Wow, I'm taking that."
Right.
I did.
You
I
students out
snatched
there,
it.
don't think you're getting any royalties on
Yes,
that one.
intellectual property
Yeah.
belongs to the teachers first,
Nice.
right?
Yeah. Sometimes you hear something and you just know.
Yeah.
You can
resonated.
feel it. You can feel that it's would be good for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And after playing it live a couple of times, we realized that it did resonate with other people as well.
Yeah.
Because it's already a standard.
Yes,
Usually
right.
you don't want to remake songs unless it's going to evoke another kind of emotional feeling or just kind of represent the song well. And I
Yeah.
think you do that really well on the songs that we do cover on the album is representing them and crafting them in the right way where it doesn't take away from the older one, but may bring about more meaning or different meaning or just accentuate it,
I
Or
like that.
highlighting a different color.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of looking at it too. It just brings out a different color that maybe you hadn't seen or heard in it
Right.
before. Yeah.
I love it. I think that's very cool.
Yeah.
And then you did Sweetland, which is an original. Talk
Yeah.
about Sweetland, brownies. No.
Oh yeah, we have
there's a
definite.
theme here.
I
Yes.
never thought about that connection, but I
Well,
like
leave
it.
it to the
I
even
like
a
it. I
blind
like it, yeah.
nut finds a squirrel again.
Well, good thing we could wash it down with some drink
Yeah,
made
that's
after
right.
all of
There
this.
we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
RTV 20, and you can get a
Yes.
discount, 20% off, y'all. Thank you,
Got that.
Tyrone.
You're welcome.
You're going to be on the payroll at DrinkMate.
Gotta have me back.
I think we should. On
Nice
the 20th,
plug.
I think we're going to have you back.
There you go. I'll be back.
Coincidentally.
Here. Right.
So talk about Sweetland.
Yeah, so Sweetland, I was sitting at the piano one afternoon in the middle of all this creativity for the upcoming record, and the first couple of lines came to me from this song and the sound of it.
Yeah.
And I had, for the first time, I had kind of this thing that I play. Usually I just hear the melody, but this I had a little bit of an accompaniment
Yeah.
happening. So I wrote this song. It's amusing. It's a little bit of a meditation on love here and love in another sphere. That love does not go away when the one you love leaves. Yeah, yeah. So it's a place called Sweetland.
Love it. And you referenced that those songs that come quickest are
The ones that want to be born. Yeah, they're.
if you have to work or too much.
Yeah,
sometimes
sometimes you know, if you with me, I get an idea, and if it sticks with me, if I'm thinking about it, still 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, a week later, I know that it wants to be born. A lot of times, I get ideas, and I'll and then I stick it, put it away, and I don't think about it again, and I'll see it later, and I'll think that was stupid. But
Michael,
particular times more than others? I mean, when you're teaching kids, do you like
This
the
is
morning
interesting.
pagers, Julia Cameron thing?
No, but it's interesting because I'm not the kind of person who's made it a discipline. I write every day, da. It's not like that for me. When I moved to Atlanta, it was kind of a very, it was a harder time. It was a time of transition, and I had a lot of downtime. And I think when our brains are not busy is when we are open to more creative thinking.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
When our brains are not busy.
Yeah.
So take those devices,
Yeah.
forget about the AI,
Right.
and let your brain.
Right.
Michael, I need to interject on this song
Yes,
too because this is probably the first song I've ever turned down playing piano in the studio.
Wow.
Because Karla played piano
Yeah.
on this herself in
Yeah.
the studio. So
This is a first.
first one,
Yeah.
I believe. But when it was presented to me, I heard it and I said, "What you're playing, I can't recreate. So you need to play this." She's like, "No, I think you could be." And I was like, "No, I'm not going to transcribe all this and try to because my soul wouldn't be in it because I couldn't hear what she was playing.
Yeah.
I would have played me,
Yes.
but I think the song needed what she was playing. So I'm so glad that she took that responsibility of recording, and she recorded playing and singing live at the same time. in the
Wow,
studio.
which is
So,
not an easy
yeah,
task.
with a band because I don't know if you've ever done that before either.
Wow.
No, I never
Yeah.
have.
And will that replicate itself here on the 20th at the Sandbox Studio South?
Yes.
Ah, good.
Because I want to play organ on it,
All right,
which I
it's-
played organ on it.
on
So
the
So
record, yeah.
it's definitively captured here.
I think it has
Karla,
to be.
you're committed now.
I okay.
Unless we delete this out.
Y'all
No,
send me
no,
your
it's gonna
send me your
happen,
good
Mike.
vibes,
I
your
love
good
it.
energy.
That's
I'm not
awesome.
going to play piano on it. She has to play
Yeah.
piano on it. So.
I think it's only fitting.
Yes, got to be.
And then what you won't do for love? Talk about that.
Oh,
You
the
guys-
Bobby Caldwell
Yeah.
classic, yeah. This has been getting a lot of play on WCLK here in
Right,
Atlanta.
yes,
I love this one because I've always loved this song, and I think who doesn't love this song? When we were working on this music, Tyrone said, "Well, what's some of the more R&B stuff that you wanted to bring into the jazz realm for this project?" And this was one that I was considering. And he came into one of our brownie sessions and said, "What do you think about this feel?" It took the lyrics in a completely different direction.
Yeah, I was listening to the lyrics, and I want to ask permission first. I said, what do you think about these lyrics when this texture is on it? Because to me, it has a different connotation to it. And if you can kind of give us some of the lyrics to it, it can take a different meaning if you really think about it.
Right.
Like,
So the song opens up with, "I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find a love within. I came back to let you know I got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in a daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know I got a thing for you, and I can't let go." Now, you could take that as in the original version, and it's very romantic and soulful and everything. But with the changes in the feel that Tyrone brought it made it sound a little darker, a little more intense.
More stockish.
A little more stockish, a little more like fervent longing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And actually at the end, too, there's this big chant thing that Karla is doing.
Yeah.
So it builds to this. So, I mean, you guys heard it here.
Yeah.
So, you can hear it live, too, but it's the chant that really makes a song, too.
And you referenced something that folks don't.
Yeah, so like in the black community, we didn't know for the longest time that Bobby Caldwell was a white guy because it was so soulful, and we just jammed to
It's
it.
kind of the reverse of a lot of the black cats that
Right.
performed in the Memphis Sun Records and all that. And no one knew that they were.
Nobody knew,
Yeah.
but it was so soulful.
Yeah.
Nobody imagined until and I think there was a video that came out later on.
MTV or something?
Yeah, with this wide brim hat, and it was like, oh, Bobby Caldwell is a white cat. But
It's kind of like when Aretha, the story goes, showed up at Muscle Shows.
muscle shows
and
with those cats.
Where are the musicians?
Right.
They're like, we're here.
What?
Yeah.
And several albums later and
she's
awards
like,
later.
You got
Yes.
a greasy sound, you white boys.
Yeah.
Right. Fame
That's
Studio.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
that
awesome.
fame.
Yeah.
So music truly is.
It is.
Colorblind.
Yeah,
Merge.
it is.
And there we
And
go,
merged
coming
in.
all the way back.
Yeah.
And then you did one of my favorite horn players, Stanley Turntine, Sugar.
Yeah.
Talk about it because you
Well,
changed that around. a
yeah,
little.
so I think of a couple things here. So first of all, the origins of this arrangement actually came from a sound check before a concert that we did in Midtown a couple of years ago, a year and a half ago, and I wanted to do this song. I'd been doing it and swinging it, and I said, I just want to do something a little bit different, And
Were we supposed to sing that song? It was just on a sound check. It just kind of.
I don't remember if I had it on the set
It
list
wasn't.
or not.
Let's
Maybe
see.
not.
Let's sound check on it.
Yeah.
And I
Does
think-
that happen? Is that unique?
Yeah, because a lot of times we'll try to do something, especially if we're sound checking and there are people around already. We don't want to necessarily do a song that's going to be in a set.
Yep.
So,
Right.
but it was you and Kelly McCarty and Robert Boone.
Right.
And,
And one thing y'all don't know about Karla is she records everything in the rehearsals and stuff. Mainly just for us to document it, and she'll send it out, which is a great practice to have.
Yeah.
So she recorded it. I still have that recording of when we did it. So we just end up turning it into
this
to
kind of
something,
soul, hip hop.
Hip-hop,
This is
yeah.
another thing where the lyric is sugar drips from his sweet lips, the sugar is mine. Bet your life a sweet man like this is so hard to find. And so it just lends itself to this kind of very more kind of sensual feel that you all came up with, like I said, soul, hip hop influence.
And since they just listened to the song,
yeah.
what about Taste of Honey is in there too?
Oh, thank you for bringing that up. So when we were doing, the feel came from that sound check. But then when we said, let's do this on the record, Tyrone and I came and we massaged it some more. And we thought, how can we have a little play on the sweet theme?
Yeah.
So we were thinking of other songs that had alluded to that and remembered A Taste of Honey.
Herb Albert.
Herb Albert, that's
the
right.
album I lusted after as a young
because
man.
of the
I'm
whipped
sure I
cream.
wasn't.
You
And
were
it
not
wasn't,
there.
I learned that it was, I watched a documentary on Herb Albert. It was fascinating. It was not whipped cream. Shaving cream.
Whoa.
Because whipped cream would
Melt.
melt, and she had a suit on.
Okay.
Sorry to burst y'all's bubble. I have that album. One of the only ones I have.
That album was in my parents' album stack too.
Lord.
Everybody had that album.
Yes,
Yes.
but young men.
right.
Special place in our heart.
That's right. Well,
That's
Taste
awesome.
of Honey. So Sarah Vaughan had a vocal version of that, and we quote that near the end
yes.
of this version of Sugar.
I love
It
it.
works really well.
It does. I
It's
didn't
really
even know
fun.
it was gonna be
yeah,
like that.
this is very fun.
And you have a turntine album you'd like to recommend to the
Well,
listeners?
Tea Time,
Yeah,
Tea
Tea
Time
Time.
is one of the best ones, and
Yeah.
the one with Sugar on it. I don't know if it's called Sugar, but that's a good album as well. Yeah,
So if you don't know Stanley Turntine, check him out as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
super
had a
cool.
brother that played too. I think played piano. Tony Tarantino, something one of
Wow.
Terry Tarantino, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think he played piano as well. So
Talented family.
yes,
Like the Marcellos.
yes. Speaking of Marcel,
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh. Or the two young men that are. that
Yeah,
were
the
your
Boone-
students,
the Boone brothers.
yeah,
Boone brothers.
Robert Boone and Brandon
Brandon.
Boone. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, and Happy People Blues, the
Ah.
last one y'all picked.
Uh-huh,
Talk
yes.
about that.
Happy People Blues was a song that I actually wrote about my husband, John. John is one of these kind of glass half full people, sunny personality, usually.
Are you saying you're the opposite of that? Is that what you're saying? Or-
I provide some balance.
Balance. Look at that. I love
Balance.
that. The yin, the yang.
Right.
The yin and the
right,
yang.
right.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So I just thought it would be fun to kind of think about. He always has loved the blues,
Yeah.
you know, and to me that created a kind of a fun dichotomy that I could have fun with a little wordplay.
Happy People.
Yeah, a little
Blues.
oxymoron.
Little
Yeah.
oxymoron, right? Little thing,
Yeah.
and just tell a little story, a little blues story. And so when you heard this, you probably noticed at the end of it that there's a little bit of happy birthday at the very end of it.
Yeah. Talk
Yes.
about that.
So
There's gotta be.
yeah, happy birthday. Well, we recorded this song, just happened to be in the studio on John's birthday. John didn't know about this song.
Yeah.
I'd never told him about this song. He didn't hear it until the record was completed.
Wow. What
So,
a great birthday.
yeah.
gift.
And then also at the beginning, I just learned this today, believe it or not.
Right.
Go
I was
ahead.
listening to the album the other day, and I told him, I said, I always smile on Happy People's Blues because of two moments. At the beginning,
Yeah.
I play the theme from Sanford and Son, and then at the
Oh.
end, I play the Happy Birthday lick, which
Yeah.
they knew about, but they didn't know it was
That
a
it was
Sanford.
Sanford and
Yeah,
Son.
Sanford and Son at the
So
beginning.
he's got to modify his track snap.
Yes.
Yeah.
There
You know,
you
I
go.
mean, so many times I've listened to that song, and that quote always
Right.
catches my ear, but because rhythmically,
Right.
it's different.
Yes.
It's the same pitches,
Right.
but rhythmically
You didn't
it's
even
different.
pick up that.
It's just like it catches my ear, but
Yeah.
I didn't put two and two together until
Yeah.
you told
I
us
love
today.
It. That's crazy
Yeah.
how that is.
Yeah.
And John
Little
is
Easter eggs.
a cool cat. I met him at Live in Roswell.
Okay.
That I think 2018ish maybe.
2019.
Or was it 19?
September of 2019.
That I met John.
Oh, I don't-
Yeah, so I think I
Yeah.
met him before.
Okay.
And then he introduced us.
Oh, all right.
And then we were in attendance. Mike Natchez on technology, just like he is here at the Sandbox, at Music on the Hill.
Wow.
And Karla had brought in Bobby Torres. So Bobby,
Bobby.
God bless you.
From Portland.
Yeah, all the way from Portland. For those of you that don't know, Bobby Torres was on stage at Woodstock, y'all, with Joe Cocker. And then toured with Joe Cocker, Mad Dogs and Englishmen. And there's a great documentary out about that. All those that were still alive when they did the documentary.
Yep.
Rita Coolidge, Leon Russell, Bobby Torres, the Tedeschi Trucks crew did that.
Yep.
Great
Bobby's
documentary.
a great Latin percussionist.
Yes.
He's still playing.
I
He's
love
still
it.
leading a band in Portland. I was just there in
Yeah.
early July and performed with his band. And Bobby sounds great.
Yeah.
He's doing great, 84 years old, and
Oh
still
my
doing
God.
his thing.
God bless you, Bobby.
Still doing his thing. Keeping him young.
I love it. And then
Yeah.
unfortunately, the heavens opened up.
Yeah, back in 2019. Yes.
and the event got rained out. So this has just been killer, y'all, and thank you so much for sharing the 6 songs. The performance on September 20th, that's a Saturday, 8 p.m. www.Sandbox Studio South, or you probably you may or may not be able to get here for the exclusive live audience, but you can check it out on the live stream, and that's on Sandbox Studio South's YouTube channel. So too cool, because as Neil Young says, live music is better.
There you go.
So hopefully
Amen.
folks can get here.
Yes.
But parting comments, and it's just been a gas with y'all.
Well, really looking forward to doing this music live here for everybody, and really, you're going to hear things that you know, and I really love this record, and I love sharing the music, and we appreciate you, Michael. Appreciate
thank
you,
you so
Michael.
much, man.
Sandbox
God bless,
Studio,
Michael. Yeah,
yes.
Sandbox. Buy this album, Merge. Check it out on Sirius XM, the Jazz channel.
That's right. Real
And,
jazz.
Real
Real
jazz.
jazz.
And then they can find everything about your outreach program, www.karla.harris.com, and also your documentary, Karla,
That's right.
Yes.
at that same location.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tyrone,
Hey,
comments?
I just
parting?
want to say I was so proud to be a part of this album,
Yeah.
be called for it, and thank you for helping us share our narrative, because you're the real live DJ, man. That doesn't happen anymore. So able to share our stories and share our work of art that we have. So thank you. This is definitely a merge.
Yeah.
We have merchandise as well.
Merchandise.
Merchandise.
Yes.
Talk about the
Phrase.
merchandise.
Yes.
Talk about the merch that they
We have
can get.
hats.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
We
I think we still
have-
have a few hats. Do we have any more hats? Yes, we
Yeah.
have more hats. Yes.
Yeah, and then we'll have some other new ideas coming out too,
Yeah.
in the form of, if you don't have a CD, you'll be able to get a new card that you can scan with your phone. And I think it's cutting edge as well. So,
Yeah.
but it will have all the accoutrements of the CD case, where you can get the
Liner notes.
the liner notes and
Yeah.
all the
Ah,
artwork.
and the snack tracks, perhaps?
Maybe snack
Yes,
tracks,
it-
but
yes,
at
it's
least the
on there.
artwork.
Yeah.
You remember taking a look at an album and
Yeah.
seeing the artwork was
Yeah.
part of the experience. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we still have that as well.
I love
so.
it.
So many people don't have CD players anymore.
No, I know.
Right.
I
So they
know.
buy it to support the artist, but now you have something you can purchase that you can really get the music from
Yeah, I love it.
digitally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. September 20th, y'all. We are out of here. Michael Litten, the last DJ, host of Ride the Vibe. Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
But it's not